Hello, and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, we're talking Colby Covington, Buckley. Some analysts have added their opinions to this fight. Some people think that this might not be the best return fight that is for a Colby Covington. We're going to get into those comments. We're going to add our own comments. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all it is that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Colby Covington, despite the losses, has to be said, one of the toughest, stylistically consistent fighters in that welterweight division. I do understand that the persona, and that's exactly what it is. It's a persona, and we all have personas, and it's exactly that. The meaning of the word is it's almost like a mask, but it's something that worked very effectively for him, and it provoked a lot of people, and that's. At the end of the day, that's what you have to do. It's a shtick, as they say. It's a in professional wrestling, it's always a guy that has to play the heel, as they say, the bad guy, right? And you play into that role. It's precisely what Colby Covington did. For those that are familiar with the story, you would know Colby, prior to the antics, almost got dropped, and then he took on those antics, and all of a sudden he's pretty much got pretty close to reaching the peak or the pinnacle of the welterweight division specifically. Unfortunately for him, he did fall short multiple times to champions of that division, whether it be Leon Edwards or a Kamaru Usman. In the Kamaru Usman fights, Colby Covington showed so much heart that the least you can do is give the guy respect for toughness, right? That being said, I still look at Colby as, what is Colby, 35, 36, as a, a top contender in that welterweight division. Does Colby actually have a shot at the welterweight championship? That's a different question. That's not the question that's being asked over here. We're talking about Colby Covington and his upcoming fight against a Buckley. Analysts seem to think that Covington has his hands full. That could be true. It could be true because Buckley possesses, technique on top of just second to none athleticism. He's just super athletic. And the way he moves inside of that octagon is very similar to how boxers dart in and out. He's very quick at closing the distance. His technique, as we said earlier, is second to none. It's just he's a top tier athlete. That has to be said. At the same time, Colby Covington is, I want to say, similar stylistically to a Buckley, only he's not as fast as Buckley. Now, I do want to say that Covington probably has more experience than Buckley. Obviously, that might play a role, but I envision this fight to be a close fight. Maybe it does favor Buckley a little bit, and I do understand that most people are basically looking at Colby's previous performances versus Buckley's previous performance, which Buckley in the welterweight division is undefeated. He's just, his last opponent, which Buckley fought in his hometown, St. Louis, that is in Missouri. If I'm not mistaken, that was the last fight for Buckley. Or was it the Wonderboy Thompson fight? I lose track. He fought multiple times this year, but he finished obviously. It's. I mean, the guy is spectacular to say the least. The way he closes distance. At the same time, with all respect to Wonderboy Thompson, Buckley has not faced anybody in the welterweight division that's close to the level of a Colby Covington, a former title contender. Now, like I said, obviously age, speed, momentum, a lot of things are working for Buckley, but I don't think we can dismiss a Colby Covington just that easily. I would hope for this to be a competitive fight. If Buckley is able to get through Covington in spectacular way, then I think the welterweight division has a true contender for that title. Obviously, he's not going to get a title shot immediately after Covington. Not saying that getting past Covington is going to be somewhat an easy fight, because like we said, man, like Covington has heart. If you can't give him anything else, you have to understand that the dude has heart. If you doubt that, I refer you to Kamaru Usman fight. That being said, that's why I think this fight might actually be a competitive one, because yes, Colby Covington is probably a bit slower and a bit older than Buckley, but the dude has heart. The dude has heart, which I think helps him at least be in there for the longest duration possible. Now, logic does say that, everything else is in Buckley's favor. I mean, he's athletic, he's younger, he's faster. He has to be faster. I would imagine that Buckley's a lot faster than a Covington. They're somewhat similar height-wise. I would imagine that Buckley has the bigger torso, so therefore he probably will control center of the octagon for the majority of the fight. Quicker darting in and out. And I tell you, the dude's combinations are stunning, to say the least. He hits guys, and guys are just borderline confused. I don't know if it was the main event that Buckley fought in St. Louis, the card that happened in St. Louis. I don't remember if it was but his opponent was undefeated. I forget the guy's name. It's like 6'5", 6'4", big guy for the welterweight division. Even Buckley actually talked about it. Buckley thought that he was much bigger than 6'5". Anyways, but when Buckley was hitting that guy, the dude seemed like borderline confused. Just the sheer power of the dude. And it was extremely frustrating to, to catch the guy, but he's darting in and out. He's so much faster. It's frustrating. That's just frustrating to deal with. I would imagine perhaps the same could be said for Colby Covington, but Colby is no couch potato. He's an athletic guy himself. So I want to say, for Colby's heart and experience, this might be a competitive fight, but athleticism, age, momentum is definitely with Buckley. This will be an entertaining fight, I believe, nonetheless. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe for more.